right? Unique Mecca Audio here, man. I'm gonna tell you about this girl I met on the Lower East Side, man. Lower East Side down there by Metro North. I ain't gonna say no names. You know what I mean? If you know, you know. If you don't know, you ain't supposed to know. You know what I mean? Now, I'm down and I'm chilling. I meet this girl. I meet her on 125th Street, but she lay down on the Lower East Side. Now, everything cool with her, everything good. I'm really feeling her. She was short, maybe about 5'1", 5'2", thick, nice, juicy, da-dum, da-dum. You know what I mean? So, she was like a pretty brown skin complexion. She wore all the flyest fashion. I mean, everything name brand. East St. Laurent, Christian Dior. She did it all. Gucci, Fendi, had her nails done. I mean, this is when, no disrespect to the girls uptown or the girls in New York back then or none of that. But they wasn't really in the getting their nails and toes done and all that. But this young girl, she was, just graduating from high school. You know what I mean? She was definitely 18. Because, I had to check. All right. Now, she's real thick, thick, beautiful, juicy. Now, I meet Shorty and I start hanging out with her. I go pick her up down there on First Ave and like 101st Street downtown. Now, I'm uptown on 55th, so I shoot down, I go pick her up. And everybody liked to come uptown Harlem back then because they all wanted a Harlem dude. So, I meet on 25th Street. I shoot down to Lower East Side to go pick her up. And when I go pick her up, I got in the MPV. We chilling, we hanging out. She was a whole lot of fun. She introduced me to, one of her other girlfriends was mad cool. She dressed jiggy too. Her girlfriend was like slim. Wound up having a baby for, a reputable dude, out of state. You know what I mean? Gorgeous. Both of them was gorgeous. But they was both, graduating from high school. They was gorgeous. So, I'm just saying that because they was young. I was in my early 20s then too, so we was all young. And, I bring her uptown and she come hang out at the Mecca. She chilling at the Mecca. And everywhere I go, I'm with this girl and we chilling. And, a couple of things happen with her. A couple of learning lessons happen with her. Let me see where I'm going to go at first. First, I'm going to let you know about being that, everybody used to always see me with her. Because she dressed real nice. So when you pull up on the car, you see her, you remember her. She had the nice gold lipstick or, the silver, the platinum lipstick or, the purple lipstick. And, she always stood out. And, the lipstick matched the fingernails and all that. And everything about her was gorgeous. So being that everybody knew that that was my little shorty, I called her, my little head monster. If you know what that is, that was my little head monster. She was an animal, whole animal. Now, she sat there, and everywhere I went, I took her with me whenever I had free time in between my other little, girls I was dealing with. Because, back then when you getting that type of money, you got a nice little harem, as they call it. But me and Shorty was mad cool. And it was this, enforcer slash stick-up kid slash killer out the Bronx that I was cool with. That was my man. You know what I mean? Cold killer. Love him to death. Cold killer. Pay attention to this, youngins. That's why I tell you to don't get involved because this joint ain't nothing nice, man. It's all cutthroats and snakes in the bottom of the barrel when you down here getting this type of money, because you bring out the people that, is lazy, you know what I mean? The people that just want to be, as we say in Jamaican, red eye, whatever them see them eyes start scratch them and itch them and them start scratching on them things there. So it was a dude that was red eye. But he was my man. Me and him was real cool, cold killer. We hung out whenever we hung out. He always had his pistol. I got my pistol. Things happen. We hold each other down. We do what we got to do. Then one day, Shorty come to me, and she cried. And I'm like, what's wrong? And she crying hysterically. You know what I mean? She's like, no, I would never do nothing to hurt you. I never do nothing to hurt you. I'm like, so what's going on? But right now, I got to keep her calm so that she'll tell me what is going on. So out of nowhere, she say, oh, such and such. I don't like saying names, so we going to call them such and such. So, such and such. And I said, yeah, that's my man. She said, well, he came to me, I was hanging out with him a couple of times. And he came to me and told me that he knew that, I was your girl. And he knew that I knew, where you kept your money at. And he told me that, and she cried. In between that, she's sobbing. But right now, I'm listening, and I'm about, I'm gripping my pistol in my waistline while I'm talking to her and I'm hugging her. But she can't see me gripping the pistol. But I'm gripping the pistol because I'm trying to see where this going. Dude asking where my money at. Yeah, he my man. I love him to death, but ain't no problem murdering him. You know what I mean? So I'm saying, youngins, pay attention, man. This is where your mentality got to be at. So I'm gripping my pistol tight as hell, and she telling me this story, and she crying, and I'm hugging her. She got her head on my shoulder, and she telling me that he asking her where I keep my money at because he gonna break her off. All she got to do is tell him where one of my stash houses is at. Luckily, I wasn't no damn fool, and I ain't bring no squally. Yeah, squally. I ain't bring no squally to, none of my little trap houses. But she crying hysterically. She told me that he said he gonna break her off. All she gotta do is tell him where the money at. He gonna do the rest. Da da da. And this is my man. Come on, dog. Where they do that at? So, and while she talking, I didn't even realize it. I cocked the pistol. You know what I mean? I'm thinking about murdering this chick. You know what I mean? This is where my mind is at. But I had to calm down, take a deep breath, and say, I need all the information I can. And she ain't say nothing to show a sign of weakness yet. No sign of weakness yet, But I still click, clack. You know what I mean? So she telling me this, and I'm hanging with the homie, and, I see him after that. I'm hanging out with him, and I'm trying to see any flaws and trying to see, where this was really going. I know Shorty ain't lying, so that's not even a question because, females ain't gonna lie when they bring you information like that, and she crying. And, it ain't like she and him had no relationship. I was supposed to be her man. You understand what I'm saying? But you know how it is back then, you know what I mean? I'm hitting it. The next dude with money hitting it. The next dude with money hitting it. You know what I mean? That's what it is. It stay within the circle. Something like how you see go on Love and Hip Hop, how they just recycle them chicks. You know what I mean? How you got, this chick with that dude, then they break up, they with that dude, and they cheating on their best friend, having sex with their best friend man. That's what go on in the hood. This is typical. So, you can't get your emotions caught up. And that's why I don't get attached to nothing that I can't walk away from in 5 seconds or less. You know what I mean? Meaning take a deep breath, suck it up, and know it's time to go in order to save your life. Now, so when she tells me that, I'm thinking, should I kill this nigga? This was on my mind. You know what I mean? But, I go hang out with him first, and I'm rocking him to sleep like he rocking me to sleep. So we hanging out, and we shoot over there to the Bronx on Fordham Road, and while we on Fordham Road, a little dude come by, and, he bumped the homie, so when he bumped the homie, homie said, yo, dog, you ain't gonna say excuse me? And the dude put his hands in his pocket, faking, like he had a joint, you know what I mean? So he stuffed his hand in his pocket and was like, what you talking about? So as soon as he said that, my man pulled down and hit him. Bang, 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 bang. Oh, I gotta hit the sound effects. Mecca what? Mecca audio. You know what I mean? So my man wet him up. You know what I mean? So, another little close call with my man. So, he's showing his gangsters. So I already see, what time it is. So now we hanging and telling him, yo, you all right? I mean, what's going on? How you doing financially? Everything good? He was stick-up kid. He was like, yeah, I'm good. Everything good. I said, you don't need nothing? He said, nah, because they know when they need something, they come to me because, you know what I mean? You always make sure the wolves eat. You know what I mean? Got to make sure the wolves eat, man. You know what I mean? The same way you make sure the crackheads eat. You make sure everybody eat when you get money. That's how it is. So, dude sitting there, and he told me he all right, but, I give him a little 5-stack, you know what I mean, just to, rock him to sleep even more. Say, if you ever need anything, you can come to me, homie. You know what I mean? Because I'm trying to save his life right now, So, me and him chilling, and next thing I know, he go and he extorts somebody, you know what I mean? And, things went left field and he wound up getting smoked, you know what I mean? So he got killed, but it was a learning lesson with that. So let me get back to this little shorty, another little story that happened with little shorty. Pay attention, man, pay attention. Like I said, youngins, don't get involved in this because it's the type of crap that happens. So now I'm with shorty and, my little other shorty from up there, Polo Ground, she run up there and come to the Mecca and she telling me, yo, your little girl you be with, she up there in such and such car. You understand what I'm saying? It's another such and such. She up there in such and such car. I'm like, what? And she like, yeah, she been hanging out with and da-da-da-da. you know? So I said, nah, not my little shorty. She know that I'm hitting them off. That's one of my soldiers that I'm hitting off. So now here I go to King, and she's hitting off one of my soldiers. You understand? So I'm like, oh man, I know Shorty ain't do that. I was really feeling Shorty too. Strike two. You know what I mean? On Shorty. You heard what I said? Strike two on Shorty. You know, I let her live. You know? So I called my man and I said, yo, you been talking to little Shorty, da da da. And, you know, I'm running down to him who she is, and she gives him a different name because she figured that, you know, he might be loyal to me, which he was. So he said, yeah, I met Shorty, da da da. You know, I met her in the Bronx, you know, over there, you know, on Simpson Street when I went shopping for, you know, a Sherlin coat, and, you know, me and her been hanging out, and she be with this other girl, and her girlfriend also gave a different name. You know what I mean? So you understand how this thing go. These girls out there hustling ballers, so they using different names every time they go, but I got a real name. But she giving him a different name. So he like, man, I ain't know that was your girl. I said, yeah, but you know, that ain't about nothing. Yeah, I mean, I'm hitting it. She got good head. I mean, she a vicious head monster. You know what I mean? You know, if you ain't get the head yet, you got to try the head, you know? So I'm like, yo, but I'm not really feeling the way she tried to play a nigga. You know what I mean? How's she going to sit there and knowing that, you know, you only 3 blocks away, you know, I'm hitting you off, you know, and she going to sit there and now she dealing with you. I said, but this is what we going to do, homie. You know what I mean? I'm going to get her up here. I'm going to get in the back room in the Mecca. You know, got a little water bed back there, nice little water bed, little mirrors on the ceiling and all that. So I said, I'm going to get her back here in the Mecca. And when I beep you, yeah, beep, you know, when I beep you, I need you to just come, ring the doorbell, yell your name real loud so we can hear it from in the back. You understand what I'm saying? Because when I beep you, I'm going to be, you know, running up in her. You know what I mean? So when I beep you, you know, you come ring the doorbell, yell your name real loud. So he come yells his name real loud. He goes, beep, beep. You know what I mean? He said, who is it? Boom, boom, boom. You know what I mean? Such and such. So now the homie lets him in. So I let him know when you come in, I'm already going to be hitting it from the back. All you do is take your clothes off, get butt naked, and put it in the mouth. You understand what I'm saying? I want to see if, you know, if she going to do you like she do me, or is it just something special that I'm getting? You know what I mean? So he like, man, you sure you want to do that? I said, my nigga, she already hitting you off. I don't care what she do. I'm not going to beef with you over it because our money too good and our friendship too deep. You know what I mean? But I just don't want her to feel like she gonna be playing me and you like if we some type of busters. So just ring the bell, come on in. You're gonna see me butt naked, gonna have on the waterbed. I'm gonna be standing up behind the waterbed. She gonna be on her knees on the waterbed, and you're gonna just get butt naked, put it in the mouth. All right. So he comes up in the joint. He rings the doorbell. Dee, dee, dee. So my man said, who is it? He said, such and such. So when he say that, you know what I mean? She heard it because the intercom loud. You know how them little project intercoms is, you know what I mean? But so they go beep beep. So he yells his name, and when he yells his name, you know, I'm only on the second floor, so he comes walking right, you know, right up over the Mecca. That's where you know the Mecca studio was at. So he come walking up, and as soon as he come walking up, you know, he comes and he walks in the room and he sees me hitting it, and he stands there and he's looking with his mouth open like he's shocked. Dog, I told you I was gonna be hitting it from the back. All he gotta do is get butt naked, put it in the mouth. I just want her to know that we know what time it is and she can't play us like that. You know what I mean? If anything, we gonna smut out, you know? So he comes and he stands there and he's sitting there. When he see me hitting it from the back, I mean, I'm digging her out. So he looks, he's like, and he got his mouth open. I said, yo, take your clothes off, homie. Come on, take your clothes off. And I'm geesing him up. Yo, take your clothes off. I'm riding. Take your clothes off. Man, screw that. You know what I mean? Hit this, hit this. You know what I mean? And he's sitting there like, mouth open. I said, come on, dog. You know? He turns around. He walks out the room. You know? So she's sitting there. She tried to move. I gripped the hips a little tighter. I finished doing what I'm doing. So I go out there in the living room and I sit down with him. I said, yo, what's up? And he said, damn, dog, I really liked her. I said, you really liked her? I said, I told you that I was already hitting it. And then she came down there and started giving you some. And you know the facts. And now you falling in love? And he like, man, dog, she good company, man. So the whole time I'm thinking, man, I need to cut this dude off. You know, pay attention, young. Don't get involved. It ain't worth it. Hit the like button. Hit the Cash App. Because if this ain't worth the Cash App, I don't know what it is. You know what I mean? Like I said, you like the story, you hit a Cash App. You know what I mean? You go to a restaurant, you like the joint. You know, the service, you give a Cash App. You like the way dude fix your car, you give a Cash App. So, I mean, it ain't no different. You know what I mean? Jerry, what's that boy named? Jerry Lewis. You know what I mean? The telephone, same trap. So, he telling me that, and I'm like sitting him down because, you know, he about a year or two younger than me. So I said, yo, my nigga, when you get to my level, you're going to run into a lot of females like this because I'm not the only one hitting it. You're not the only one hitting it. Get that out your mind, my nigga. You know what I mean? They all after the dollar like we just after the sex. You know what I mean? Fair exchange ain't no robbery. You understand what I'm saying? I mean, that's what it is. Fair exchange ain't no robbery. Calm down. Calm down. All right, calm down. We're going to get it. We're going to get it. But like I said, fair exchange ain't no robbery, man. You know, so I got to give him the game and school him and say, look, my brother, when you start getting money like this, all types of females going to come, all types of dudes going to come, and dude going to cop from you. You know what I mean? He going to try and figure out who you getting it from. When he find out you getting it from me, he going to try and backdoor you to me, but it's up to me to let you know that he tried to backdoor, you know, you to me. You know what I mean? So, you know, it is what it is. We don't keep no secrets from each other. We stay loyal to each other under all circumstances, that including a female as well, you know? So now, Shorty comes sit up out there, and she, you know, first she in the room, she's sitting on the waterbed, she all nervous, she don't know what we gonna do. So right now, she probably feeling like her life in danger. You know what I mean? Man, anybody gonna kill her over none of that. That ain't nothing. You know what I mean? So I call her in here, I said, yo, Shorty, come here. So she come in the room, I said, what's up? You know my man? You know, so she looked down. She embarrassed. She don't even want to answer. I said, nah, come here, keep it 100. We good. This is my brother. She like, yeah, I know. I said, you know, how well you know him, you know? And she said, nah, we hung out a couple of times. I said, okay, well, tell him who am I to you. You know what I mean? So now you put her on the spot. You know what I mean? So she looks down and she looks up at him. She said, nah, Unique is my man, you know? So my man put his head down like, oh, man, you know? So I'm like, yo, big bro, you know what I mean? She claiming me. You understand? So she violated. You didn't violate. You didn't even know I was talking to her. I said, you know, what did you tell him your name was? You know? And she told me, you know, the name she told him. And, you know, I said, so I'm looking at him now. I said, you see the games they play? You know what I mean? I said, but bottom line is, all I'm trying to do is get my nut off. You know what I mean? Have a good time. You know what I mean? And keep it moving to the next chick. I can't sit here and claim every chick that I run up in. And you can't either. So that's your first lesson. You can't claim every chick you run up in. And you can't claim a woman. A woman have to choose you. You understand? So you can't tell a dude, if you at the bar and you talking to, you know, a female at the bar. Let me give you an example. You know what I mean? I'm going to dance around. Like I said, Cash App on the screen. I don't give us $5. You know what I mean? Show some love for this game I'm giving you. All right. I'm out of town. You know what I mean? We're going to get back to the Mecca. Just bear with me. Let me ride. Could I ride? Could I ride? Could I ride? All right. Now.
Mecca what? Mecca audio.
Now I'm giving you a Mecca audio special. I'm out of town. I'm down in D.C. So now while I'm in D.C., I'm sitting there and I'm talking to this girl. And, you know, everything in D.C. is killers. I mean, all they do is, you know, they right next to Virginia, so there ain't nothing for them to get that joint. You know, embody something. So I'm over there, I'm at Chapters. Y'all remember Chapters down there, right? I think they changed it later on to the Mirage. When I went back, they called it Mirage. But I'm down there in Chapters, and I'm talking to this little chick. And she bad, little, short, light skin. She's about 5'2". Yeah, I liked them short back then. I don't know, maybe because I was, you know, I was on my ego time, and I figured the smarter they are, the more noise they'll make. You know, and you know, back then when you young, you think that having sex is just, you know, getting them to scream, Unique, you're killing me. Oh, God, take it out. You know what I mean? This is what you thinking when you young. So, you know, she was a little shorty, about 110, 115 pounds. She definitely wasn't 120. But she had a nice little pear shape, nice little round, you know, mango-shaped breastises. You know what I mean? Yeah, mango-shaped breastises. You know what I mean? And she was like a pretty caramel complexion, and she was like the little shorty in New York. I liked it when they dress up, get their nails and their toes done, and the colored lipstick. But you know, got to make sure the lipstick ain't got no pork, because I didn't deal with lipstick. I'm gonna give you one. If you want to know about the lipstick joint, why I didn't deal with lipstick, you know what I mean? I'm gonna run that down to you. I know my gods and and Earth understand that, but they started making lipstick without the thing in it. I ain't gonna tell you yet unless you want to know the lipstick joint. But anyway, so I'm at the joint, I'm talking to this girl, and a dude walk up on me, and you could tell he was a killer. I smelt him. You know what I mean? I smelt murder all over him. You know what I mean? I'm talking about when you're around a killer and you in the street for real, you know what I mean? And you don't put that work in, you know what I mean? It's like when you get around a killer, it's like, if you ever seen a dog, like a German Shepherd or a dog, the back of the hair on their neck stand up, when they start getting around another aggressive dog, the hair on the back of their neck stand up. And that's how the hair on the back of my neck was standing up when this dude walked up to me. And I guess what he said to me, man. Take a guess what he said to me. I'm going to hit a round of applause while y'all think about it and put it in the comments. Put in the comments what you think he said to me. Put in the comments. All right? Dude walk up to me and he said, yo, that's my girl, And I'm talking to her, she all over me. I'm drinking champagne. I got the mink coat on, the mink hat. You know what I mean? I got on the endangered species glasses. I got on the joints with the leopard print to match the outfit I'm wearing. I still got it upstairs. I might throw it on and do a video, and give you some more on this night. You know what I mean? Because this night was a hell of a night. So dude rolled up on me, and he telling me, yo, that's my girl. And the hairs on the back of my neck stood up. But, I'm getting money, so I'm not trying to give it all up by just murdering them in the club. You understand what I'm saying? And I'm definitely not trying to get murdered in the club. So I said, yo, hold on, my man. No disrespect. I ain't know that this was your girl. I said, but, that's your story. No disrespect. Calm down. This is the way I'm talking to him. I'm like, yo, calm down. If this is your girl, I apologize for talking to your girl. I just seen a beautiful woman standing at the bar, So then I looked over at her and I told him, excuse me for a minute. I said, shorty, who is this? Is this your man? And she's like, nah, that ain't my man. I broke up with him. I'm not with him no more. Blah, 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 blah. And she went through all that, So now I look back at dude and I said, big bro, no disrespect, right? But I'm going to tell you it like this. You can't claim no woman. A woman have to claim you. You're saying that she's your girl, and she's telling me and you in your face that she's not your girl. So where do me and you go from here? You understand? And he reached over to snatch her. You know what I mean? You old aggressive killer, gorilla pimple. You know what I mean? Yeah, gorilla pimple. Calm down. Y'all getting a lot of jewels today. Cash App on the screen, man. Y'all getting a lot of screen. Hit that like button and make sure you subscribe if you're not subscribed, man. But he grabs her. You know what I mean? And when he grabbed at her, she kind of pulled back. But, I'm standing in the middle, so I kind of move over. And I said, yo, hold up, homie. You know what I mean? If she want to leave with you, she free to leave. You know what I mean? But I mean, no disrespect, but it ain't cool you putting your hands on a woman, especially out here in public. And he like, man, that's my bitch, that's my that. I said, big bro, I'm not going to argue with you over her. You know what I mean? I said, let me talk to you for a minute. So I pull him aside, and I said, look, it looked like you working. You know what I mean? I said, what you paying for a joint down here? He said, 30. I said, yeah. I said, all right, well, we're going to do this. I'm going to give it to you for 25. You know what I mean? You know how much money you make at 25? He said, yeah. You know what I mean? That's 25,000 a key. So you're going to save 5,000 as comp for me. He can sell it to the next man for the same 30 he been paying. He can even sell it to his plug at that price. So I said, big bro, so we could get money together. You know what I mean? We could, party together. We could do whatever we want together. You understand what I'm saying? But this disrespecting a woman together, dog, you want to give up everything. How much would you make in a month, in 2 months, in 6 months, me giving it to you at 25? He said, oh, man, I make $1 million like it's nothing. I said, okay, so you're going to give up $1 million to go argue with this girl. I said, I don't even want her. I'm going to let her go on and leave with you. But I just want you to know that if I was in another place, another frame of mind, if my ego was somewhere else, because ego is what get us all killed. You know what I mean? Me and you being here beefing. you know. But I'm not gonna sit there and do that. You know what I mean? So he's like, man, you right, you right. So I tell him straight up, you know, yo, shorty, come in. I said, yo, you and him need to go work out whatever differences you got. I gave him my number for me and him to hook up at another time, and we did what we did, you know. So he's sitting there now, and he leaves. You know what I mean? With the shorty, you know. I start dealing with him, and we made a couple of good transactions. He made some money, I made some money, and everything was good, you know. But I'm not really into the bull crap. But it's like everywhere I go, I got to give these dudes lessons on how this thing is played out. You understand? So he understands how it's played out, and you know, me and him did good. But back to the Mecca with my man and the little shorty. You know. So now I explained to my man that we're gonna run into a whole bunch of girls like this. We're gonna go through a lot of problems like this, a lot of issues like this, but you can't go claiming these females, because if you go claiming these females, you know what I mean? All you're gonna do is wind up getting yourself killed or getting me killed, and I'm not trying to get killed, and I'm not trying to go to war with nobody, you know, over no girl for you or for me. You know what I mean? When it comes to a female, if you meet old tender dick ass nigga, yeah, tender dick. If you meet old tender dick ass nigga that want to claim something, act like he in love and do all this old crap, you know what I mean? You push back and you let him have the chick, because there's many more out there. But there's only one life that we have to live. We only have that one life to live. And we ain't trying to lose it over no chick. Hit that like button. We ain't trying to lose it over no chick. You understand what I'm saying? So we just don't do that. Make sure you subscribe if you're not subscribing to Cash App on the screen. So that's where it's at, man. So show some love. I just wanted to take you on a little ride so you understand what it's like as far as dealing with females on the street and, you know, how they could get you. Now, there's another one I want to get into, but I think I've been on here over 20-something minutes, damn near 30 minutes. There's one I want to tell y'all about, another hood story. You know, if you want it, give me a hashtag UMH and put Brooklyn chick. You know what I mean? I tell you why us in Harlem didn't mess with Brooklyn chicks. You know what I mean? Strong arm emoji, but definitely UMH. Put hashtag UMH Brooklyn chick. And also another one I want to share with you is pillow talk. You know? So we're going to put UMH pillow talk, or, you know, the emoji pillow talk. You know what I mean? And Brooklyn chick. If y'all want to hear those, and I run it down to you about the run-ins I had with Brooklyn chicks, why I don't mess with Brooklyn chicks, and why, you know, smart dudes in Harlem getting that money don't mess with Brooklyn chicks. Y'all in the comments already know. Put in the comments, let's get some dialogue going. Why y'all think we don't mess with Brooklyn chicks, and what do you think a pillow talker is? Hashtag UMH pillow talk, you know what I mean? Hashtag UMH Brooklyn chick. Now, what do y'all think a pillow talker is? What do you think a Brooklyn chick is? Cop the book of Raw in Harlem, man. All these stories is up in there, many more. You know what? These ain't in there. Well, a couple of them is in there. But, you know, things is there. Yeah, like I said, I got 1,000,001 stories. I want to give you something different other than a prison story. So that's why I took you there. So I'm about to tap out. Follow me on Instagram. If you don't like something I'm saying, you don't agree with what I'm saying, you got something negative to say, bring it to me at Unique Mecca Audio at Instagram. And, you know, we deal with it over there, but we're not going to look like no keyboard gangsters and clowns talking stupid in the comments over here at Unique Mecca Audio. This joint is to give game. It's strictly for diamonds and jewels. All right? Just diamonds and jewels. We're not dealing with none of that. But like, there was a dude that hit me up. I think his name was Vaughn. I got it written down. Yeah, his name was Vaughn, you know, from 79th in the south side of Chicago. He didn't agree with something that I said about, you know, the story I did with Boston Sam, you know, where the white dude, you know, came to us and said that, you know, Sam violated selling, you know, a banger. That's a shank. That's an AKA knife. Selling a banger to the white boy. You know what I mean? And, you know, that's a violation. You know what I mean? You don't give a gun to the ops. But he didn't understand that. He took it as if, you know, the white dudes, you know, pressured us to go do this. Well, it wasn't about no pressure. They came to us as men. You know what I mean? It's the same way if your girl violate. If your girl violate, you know what I mean? I'm going to come tell you, yo, family, yo, your girl totally violated and she did this and that. She tried to come on to me, or, you know what I mean? Or she came out and said something crazy. I was about to smack the shit out of her, but that's your girl. I respect her, so I'm bringing it to you so you check her, because if not, when she do it again, I'm telling you I'm going to check her. So this is, your get out of jail free pass. You know what I mean? Your girl tried to push up on me. You understand what I'm saying? So obviously, she don't respect you or whatever. So, no disrespect, but I'm going to let you check her, because if she push up on me again, I'm telling you now, you understand what I'm saying? I'm going to go ahead and, do what I got to do, because you already know you got all the time in the world to check your chick. You understand what I'm saying? So that's what it is. I respected everybody, man, from the biggest to the smallest, because like I said, I'm way up here and I'm running around the buildings like this joint behind me. See how I burnt out this whole background look? I wanted to show you what 88 looked like. This is how it looks. So that's how, people are living. You see the windows? People is living in these buildings or over here. You know what I mean? And, this is also part of the building over here, And then here I go driving a big Mercedes-Benz worth $120,000 with a wide body kit worth another $120,000. I'm driving $250,000, you know what I mean? Parking in front of this establishment. So you know what I look like when I get out, But I still deal with, the people that live in this building, and I give them respect. I'm not bigger than them. I'm not better than them. Everything I'm doing, they could do. I'm just dumb enough to take the chances to drive this $250,000 machine, and it cost me 26 years in federal prison. That's why I tell you, don't do it. It's not worth it. You know what I mean? So you want to drive a $250,000 machine for 7 years. I had a good 7-year run. You know what I mean? And then I sat in prison for 26 years. For decades. So I'm telling you, it's not worth it. So if you think it's worth it and you want to go ahead and do what you got to do, I'm telling you that we got a code on the street. Don't let nobody tell you there is no code. So you can't get away with that excuse. And the code is you get caught, you shut the F up, and you handle your own. When I got locked up, I could have brought everybody down in these buildings behind me. I ain't bring nobody down. I went, laid down, did my time, fought my appeal, lost my appeal, lost my appeal, lost my appeal for damn near 3 decades. But it never crossed my mind to bring these people in out these buildings. And that's how it is at the Mecca.
What? Mecca audio.
Just so you know.
Hi guys, welcome to Platinum Cuisines. We're located in Freeport on the Nautical Mile. Just wanted to introduce my partner, Amy.
Hi guys, how are you? And this is my sister-in-law, Diana, another partner. I just ask that you come support our minority-owned business. We serve Asian fusion, Caribbean cuisine, and we have a beautiful restaurant located on the Nautical Mile in Freeport, New York. And we're asking that you come check us out and also make sure to tune in to Mecca Audio TV.
Mecca what?
No.
Cheers, cheers, toast the crime, toast the crime, the crime, the crime, the crime.
What? Fresh out the can of 26, yeah. He back on the strip, getting back in the mix. Yeah. What he mentions a gift. Rush. You stand up 10 toes down, and I suggest you pay attention to this. Real. Take a little gully posse and put it in Harlem. He cut from the bottom, came up from the bottom. Drop the book, you should go and get it. The Instagram page and the YouTube, you could go and visit. Yeah. Then you could consider yourself LinkedIn. Real. Sit front row and get Jews from a kingpin. How he went through it, so you ain't gotta go do it. To not pay attention would be stupid. Talking about a man that probably put your grandfather on. Probably the reason that him and your grams got along. A man that generated millions on the block, did his time, never squilling to the cops. Mecca audio. Get it live like 2 G's in the 90s. Drop top beamer so shiny. I let shorty go, she was whining. Treat her like my past, she behind me. Spend a couple bands on the Dapper Dan. You be back again, getting green like a Packers fan. No cap, it's a roaring uptown. They be horn uptown, Dominican bust downs. Now we on the positive, you we got a lot to give. Now he trying to stop the kids from being inoperative. So take heed, homie, lend a ear. He started in uptown, he gon' finish dead. But now it ain't about selling drugs, buying cars. It's about buying property to make the community ours, so we can give back to the youth them, cause they the truth them, and bless up to all the root men.